Mm. What's going on, y'all? What's the deal? Pickle is everything kosher. Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm streaming at almost midnight right now, but I've been meaning to do this earlier. I meant to do this earlier, but had a family event to go to. Had to celebrate my little cousin's birthday, so was with the family, with my grandma, my aunties, my mama, my cousins, my uncle. Um, yeah, just having a real good time, man. So now I'm back at the crib. I'm chilling. I'm relaxing. So I said maybe I should go live to talk about my alma mater, Mississippi Valley State University, getting invited to perform at Donald Trump's inauguration, but also the band really seeking, like, asking alumni to help to donate $350,000 for the school to be able to go to the inauguration and perform, which is crazy on so many levels to me, so many levels. But I'm gonna wait till y'all get in. I'll wait till y'all get on in here before I start going on my whole little spiel and start going on my whole little rant, rather rant. I'm gonna wait till y'all pal in, but y'all can say what up to me as y'all get on in here, man. Hit the like button for me as y'all come in. I would definitely appreciate it if y'all hit the like button for me when y'all come on in here. Yeah, y'all can talk to me in the chat until I feel like enough people got in. We got 3 people right now. Y'all say what's up to me, man. What's going on, y'all? I appreciate y'all getting on this late. I know it's late beyond measure. Um, but guess what? It's the weekend, y'all. So I said it's not a weekday, so maybe, just maybe, they get on in here. Unless you got to go to church in the morning. If you got to go to church, I understand. But what's going on, y'all? What's the word, man? And I am a Mississippi Valley State University alum. Okay, I want to make that very clear before I start. So this is not going to be me trashing my university, but this is going to be me saying what needs to be said and telling the truth about the entire situation, about Mississippi Valley State University trying to raise funds to go perform at the inauguration. So we gonna put all that on the table. But I'm gonna wait till I can get some interaction in here, man. What's going on, y'all? Y'all talk to me. How y'all feeling? Hopefully I can get some interaction soon. Y'all say what's up or something. So let me know y'all in here. 2 cents. What's the word, boss? How you feeling? I appreciate you commenting too, man. And I appreciate you jumping on so late. I feel like I'm gonna have to start telling people when I'm going live on the community tab so y'all can just be prepared for me to go on there. I know some of y'all sometimes y'all don't be prepared for me to even pop up on there for real. But what's happening, y'all? What everybody got going on tonight? Like I said, I want to see if I can build an audience up before I start going on my whole little tangent about it, because I don't want to go on a whole tangent and then it's like 3 people in here. Lakers just won on LeBron. Okay, got you. I was checking on the updates to the game, but I'm glad they got the win, though. That's what's up. Playing the Kings. They didn't beat the Kings, what, 3 times this year already? Is that the 3rd time they didn't beat the Sacramento Kings? And, they just fired Mike Brown. I saw that, which is crazy. But yeah, I'm glad they got that win though, man. I just made a video about Bronny James, about young Bronny going out there hooping and playing some good ball. I'm happy for the young brother. Got some more stuff to do to a lot of other video stuff to do. Kings have sports depression. I'm sure they do. Mike Brown getting up out of there. A lot of them love Mike, man. A lot of them love Mike up in there. Yep, so I'm sure they got some little sports depression. What's going on, y'all? The other 5 of y'all, what's happening, man? You know, what y'all got going on? Ugh. Let's see, man. Let's see if we can build an audience today, y'all. Let's see. I don't know if we're gonna be able to build one at 12 a.m. We'll see. If I can't build one, I'm gonna have to pop back on here tomorrow in the morning or something. Or in the evening rather. We gonna see though. We gonna see what we can make shake. Let's see if we can make something shake, y'all. I see the title. Unfortunately, this is actually going to be a huge opportunity for HBCU. I know based on what it is, we might not agree, but we've had Democratic president never even look. Now, that's true, right? That's true. They never even looked. Chris, what's going on too? Yeah. So here's the thing with this though, man. There's the thing, and yes, it's good for exposure for historically black colleges and universities, but when you got a president who is actively trying to end his administration is trying to end Black history education, DEI funding. What else? He's trying to shut down the Department of Education, which will get Pell Grants canceled. And at MVSU, 50% of the kids rely on Pell Grants. They need Pell Grants to get through college. You know what I mean? Thought I clicked on Ron James, just saw that. So sense, what's up with you? He thought you kicked off Ronnie. Yeah. I'm talking about my school actually being invited to perform at the inauguration for Donald Trump. So yeah, when you see stuff like that, right? When you see they're being invited to an event where one, the president is actively trying to end Black history education, which Black history, this is a Black school we talking about. Yeah, nah, man. I can't agree with it. You feel me? And I'm not denigrating the kids. I'm not denigrating the kids because they got to do what they got to do. I'm not denigrating my school, but I just don't think this is a good look at all. Yes, HBCUs need exposure. Exposure leads to more resources, and HBCUs are severely underfunded intentionally by the government. And I understand that. But to essentially, for one, to be performing at an event where you're not really people not really there for you for real. They don't really want you there for real. This just feel like they're using you as an opportunity to show, hey, look at me, I'm not racist. March all out there to say, oh well, all is all good. I got a black band here. It just look like it's a photo op, right? If they invited, why they not getting paid for one, right? They not even paying for Valley to perform. You asking alumni and other people to give a donation for $350,000 to perform there. Like, why they not paying for y'all to come there? Get the money from Brett Favre now. Brett Favre took all that money from Mississippi. Hey, from Mississippi welfare? Yeah. Why they can't pay for them to come and perform there? That's the thing, too. You know what I mean? So it's a lot going on with that, man. And like performing for a president that want to take Black history out of schools is counterproductive. Very counterproductive, 100%. And the alumni and other people are not going to help Mississippi Valley State's band go and be a damn minstrel. No, I shouldn't say minstrel show. They're not gonna pay for Valley to go and be looked at as like, oh, as a damn, I guess, a photo op for people that don't really even rock with Black folks in the first place. And when I say that, I always tell people, when I was in Arkansas and I saw most of the people that had Make America Great Again stickers on their cars also had Confederate flags on their whip. They also had Confederate flags on their car. Jonesboro, Arkansas, I saw the most Confederate flags I ever saw in my life, right? And I was out there during the 2016 presidential election. And when I saw that, y'all, I saw how many Confederate flags was on the cars of people with Make America Great Again stickers on their car. You're not going to convince me that it's all good and like, oh, they really didn't, hey, everybody it's not no racism attached to that. You're not going to convince me there's no racism attached to that, because I'm gonna look at that and say, damn, look at the Confederate flags on the crown. I know what that flag represents 100%. They can say it stands for Dixie culture all they want to, and heritage all they want to. I know what that flag symbolized to black folks, how that flag was used to terrorize black people. And so when I see the same people representing them flags also be Make America Great Again, why does that resonate with them so much? Why does Make America Great Again? Why does that resonate with these racist folks so much? You know what I'm saying? So for black folks, for a black band from a black college in the Mississippi Delta to be performing at what essentially could look like a damn Klan rally, it's like, man, it's counterproductive. I feel MAGA hats are the 21st century version of KKK hoods. Man, listen, for real, like for real, 100%. Like when I see that, I feel like, yo, that is counterproductive for y'all to be doing. That's crazy. And yes, it's good exposure, but all exposure, no, it's exposure. It's exposure, not good exposure. It's exposure, but all exposure is not good exposure. Exposure at the expense of what? You know what I'm saying? But the reason why Mississippi Valley State University was the school of all HBCUs that was chosen was because the band director at Mvsu, Dr. Miguel Bonds, when he was at Talladega College, a HBCU also, performed they were at the inauguration parade for Donald Trump in 2016 during the was it 20? No, yeah, during when he first got elected during his first term. When Donald Trump got elected during his first term, Talladega College at HBCU was at the inauguration parade. You know what I mean? So they're like, oh, well, when Dr. Bonds, he was the band director. Now he's the band director of my alma mater, Mississippi Valley State University. So they going back and reaching back out. Hey, come on and perform at the inauguration, you know? But it just looks, it looks foolish. It looks clowned out. And black folks at my alma mater, they not going to pay for y'all to be out there tap dancing for the dang on Klan rally. You played in the same band. No, I didn't play in the band. No. I wasn't a band. My first roommate in college, he's from Detroit. He was in the band actually, which gave me a close upfront look at the band because, man, like he was really living that band life from Drumline. That Drumline life that y'all saw in the movie Drumline, the band life in Drumline, that's real. My first roommate in college, he was from Detroit, Michigan. So we bonded over us being city boys. I'm from Chicago. He's from Detroit. We Midwest boys. And he was out with that band all times of night, getting bit up by mosquitoes out there, practicing and all of that. You know, so yeah, I wasn't in the band, but I was there though. You know, I was there, and I'm proud Mississippi Valley State University alum. Proud. That school has educated a lot of young men and young women in the Mississippi Delta and beyond. Gave me a shot to get my degree. I got a full ride academic scholarship to Mississippi Valley State University, so I will never denigrate the institution that I graduated from. You know what I mean? I met some of my lifelong friends there, and Mississippi Valley has educated a lot of people. Some of my friends are going on to get PhDs from Mississippi Valley State University, starting at Mvsu. They didn't get the PhDs from Mississippi Valley State, but they started their road to getting a PhD by getting their bachelor's and their master's at Mvsu, right? So I would never denigrate my university, but I just think it just looks silly. When you got the president of the United States saying, you know, he's trying to end Black history education, you know, he's taking it when his administration is trying to end Black history education and DEI funding, and come on, man, it's just not a good look. And then that $350,000 that they're trying to them going wouldn't make a long-term difference as far as support. Most of these folks are against the core idea of HB. Wouldn't make a long-term difference. Yeah, now a lot of people are against the core. You're right. A lot of people are against the core idea of HBCUs, 100% for sure. Yeah, man. I just I think it sends the wrong message, though, in my opinion. Now, would it lead to exposure? Yes, but like, I just think it sends the wrong message. And I love my institution for sure. But we can use $350,000 to, improve facilities. They'll go to programs at the school, sports programs, etc. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, 100%. You said stop. Stop what? Okay. As we play in the park, can we get a meeting about issues? If we play in a party, can we get a meeting about issues? Yeah, I don't think that's happening at all. But yeah, like I said, from what I know, the future president is trying to shut down the Department of Education and wants to get Pell Grants canceled. And as I know, at least 50% of the kids at Mvsu need Pell Grants to get through school. They definitely need them. So yeah, I just don't think it's a good look for historically black colleges, especially I mean any historically black college, but my alma mater, like, nah. Um, and again, I told you I'm not performing somewhere where I know people really don't want me to be at. You feel me? That's just me. I know y'all don't want me up in here. So yeah. No, the stop was a word I missed in my statement replying to. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Uh, what was I finna say? Yeah. So I'm not performing somewhere I know people don't want me to be at. I know you don't care about black folks. You don't give a damn about black folks. Black folks not your cup of tea. I ain't coming up in there marching in there with my crew of 200 plus black kids talking about let's perform for y'all. I can't. It ain't something I could be doing ever at all. You know what I mean? So, and I can't co-sign it as an alum of Mississippi Valley State University. I wanted to destroy public schools and go back to how it was over 100 years ago, where only rich people would be able to send their kids to school. Yeah, which is crazy. You know what I mean? Which is absolutely crazy, man. And like I said, I know half of the kids at NBSU need them Pell Grants to get through school. So nah, bro. That's a horrible look for the institution. And I'm not denigrating the kids. Like I said, they don't got no choice in the matter. Let's just say the $350,000 get raised and they go. I'm not denigrating the children. They got to perform, or they might be risking their band scholarship being taken from them. And I ain't listen. You got to get school paid for. I had an opportunity to get a academic scholarship. They on a band scholarship. I ain't gonna never denigrate them for performing because they got to do what they got to do. Or they band director might say, "I'm taking your scholarship." But yeah, I just think Dr. Miguel Bonds at NVSU, nah, bro, nah. And I'm wondering, like, I don't remember if Talladega got that backlash that from perform when he was the band director at Talladega. If they got backlash for performing, at the inauguration parade. But it's like, bro, you gotta learn from the first time around, man. Like, no, like we can't be doing that. You said the exposure still doesn't for real. You said, hold on, Mike Bree, TB, what's up, y'all? I said for real. That's a hell no. They're trying to get rid of civil rights as well, right? And SL say the exposure still doesn't mean anything. The problem is that the people who are going to be exposed to these kids don't care for the schools they're coming from. Now that's a great statement. Yup. That's like giving HBCU students free tickets to NASCAR. We don't care about no damn NASCAR. So whatever. Right. You're right. Most of them people, the exposure, the people that are going to be exposed to these schools and these children, they don't care about HBCUs. They don't care about them being active and their doors being open to educate people in poor and impoverished areas and disenfranchised black folks. You know what I mean? They don't care about that. They don't care. They don't give a damn. Just come on out here and perform for us so we can make it look like we love black folks with the depths of our souls, so we can make it look like, black folks is our friends and it's all good. Come on out here for a photo op. Come on out here to just perform so we can make it look like, hey, Make America Great Again is all about black folks advancing and getting opportunities when it was not, So I completely agree. More funding could be put in black education, especially when it comes to history of their land. We had to fight Now again, I'm not saying like the Democratic Party is just so much better than the Republican Party. But in this instance, I'm talking specifically about, you know what I mean, an administration that is really out here trying to end Black history education and DEI funding. You know what I mean? An administration that's trying to shut down the Department of Education and take away Pell Grants that I know a lot of kids from my HBCU need to get through school. That's not a good look. And the people that's with MAGA like crazy, I know a lot of them can't stand Black folks, and they outwardly express that they really are anti-Black outwardly. They outwardly are anti-Black. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. The goal of the president-elect's administration turn America into a third world country where you have no middle class and a few rich people running everything. None of these politicians care about Black people. And yeah, I agree. A lot of these, they for real, they don't be caring about Black folks for sure. Yep. And they'll say, look at my African American over there. Aren't you the greatest? Yeah, that's just an opportunity. Look at these African American youth out here in the band, in college. Look at them. If they can do it, the rest of you Negroes can too. You know, like, yeah, crazy. This bizarre historical revisionism of the Civil War. I was talking about the Republicans too, mate. No government is good. This new one's about. Yeah, no, I was actually addressing Leo, because he was like, no party, you know, it's both parties, and I say, yeah, I'm not putting the cape on for the Democratic Party at all, but I'm specifically addressing this administration in particular. An administration that I know has strong support from a ton of anti-Black racists. You feel me? Who could give a damn about Black folks? You know what I mean? PragerU made a video about attempting to rehabilitate a Confederate general. Yeah, PragerU, man. Oh my God. Hate them. I hate them dang on commercials that I be seeing from PragerU on YouTube. They think us Black people are just some stepping stone. Right. Use Black folks as a stepping stone to just, you know, as a photo op and as an opportunity to look like, hey, we care about these Black folks, when you really don't. You really don't. You know? Question is not a part of the reason. Is 100K yearly in the States considered poor, middle class, or wealthy? You asking me that question? Or are you saying, like, are you making a statement? Is that a rhetorical question? Tommy likes MAGA stands for misery, always going around. Man. And I told y'all, man. Right. Right. Now you if that's the question, it depends on where you at. Like SL said. If you in New York, man, hell, absolutely not. That ain't middle class. Man, if you in California, man, that's and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. People that live in California, New York City, you know what I mean? Cali, yeah. Cali, NYC, 100K, yeah. I was gonna say 40K. That might feel like 40K to some people, but you say 30K. Yeah, that ain't a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you live in Cali, SL. Okay, right. He said, damn, it's rough out here. 100K. Yeah, in some places, if you got 100K in Mississippi, you balling now. 100K in Mississippi, sure. In some areas in Chicago, you in some hoods in Chicago, 100K? What? That'll go a long way. But in like in Cali and New York, not at all. He said, he said 100K, 100K, no way. Oh, in Natchez? Boy, you in Natchez? You got 100K, you the man out there. In Itabena, where Mississippi Valley State University is located at? What? You is the boy. You the king. You walk around there like Alonzo Harris in Training Day. You feel me? In Powder Springs, Georgia, you were great. But yeah, them big humongous cities, nah, 100K. Woo. Yeah, man. 100K will still go far in the South in a lot of You got 100K. You said in Natchez, Mississippi? You got 100K in Cleveland, Mississippi? Shoot. What? Man. I got 100K down there. Listen, watch how you talking to me now. Watch how you talking to me up in here. Handle me with care. 100K, 100K will still go far in the South in a lot of areas, but in the Northeast and West Coast, it won't go far. Hold on, man. Don't call all Cali cities together. Some of us 100K be like, okay, what cities in Cali, if you got 100K, you good? Like, when you balling like that, West Coast, enlighten me, West Coast, because I don't know. So enlighten me. What city in Cali, you got 100K, is like 200K? What city it is? I believe you, my friend. Told me his relationship been finished for years, but the rent. Listen, I'm telling you, in New York City, people be broke. People in New York, their relationship be horrible. They will stay together in order to keep their rent paid. A lot of people be doing that. For the whole city, there's really nobody want to live to a school, no major spots. Well, not to school. I'm saying, like, if you making 100K, because you said like in 100, some places in 100K feel like if you making 100K in certain places in Cali, you can feel like 200K. I think that's what you said, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But where can 100K go a long way? What city in California to live? To live. To live. What city in California will 100K take you a long way? He said, "Oh, okay. Oh, let me see." I don't know, man. Yeah, but I have a family that live in LA, and the only place 100K will go for in Cali is some rural, some rural, some rural, you know what hole that will be somewhere in a desert, in a deserted area. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering, going too fast. Only place 100K will go far in Cali is in some rural shit hole that would be somewhere in a deserted area. 100K a year, yeah. Point is, 100K won't go away. Right, that's right. The point, 100K won't go long ways for places a lot of people want to be at. When there's a good mix of everything, good careers, nightlife. Right. If you're a person that like to get out and enjoy yourself and you living in them big cities, I ain't gonna go that far. You know, thing is, I always see people in NYC looking extremely posh, but my friend told me those ones, those told me those ones are living on couch with a lot of roommates. Facts. Oh, brother, I hope you talk about that Jeff Teague podcast with Charleston White. Disrespect. I never even saw that, bro. I didn't know Charleston White was on Jeff Teague podcast. I had no idea. That is crazy. I mean, there's some people I just cannot have on my platform. Like, I'm not a Charleston White guy at all. I don't care if I agree with some things he says, because a broke clock is right twice a day. He's just too performative, too clowned out, just too ignorant for me. And black people feel like if you agree with 3 things he say, you got to figure out a way to agree with everything else he say. I ain't cut like that. I'm in Tennessee now. I think 100K is pretty good here. I could be wrong because I'm also saying, well, that depends on, right. You're right. That 100K also depends on if you have kids, if you're married, you know what I mean? So yeah, that matters. If you just by yourself and you got 100K, it'll probably work out in a lot of places sometimes, right? But if you got kids, I got 2 children, so you know. But what's crazy though is currently in Chicago, in certain places, 100K with my 2 kids, I'd be straight out here. I'd be straight, depending on where you live, because I ain't living downtown Chicago. Hell no, I'm not doing that. I just ain't doing that. Because downtown Chicago, you be paying crazy amount of rent in a small space. And with me having children, I can't do that. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna find me a nice little spot, you know, somewhere in this. I would find me a nice little spot, because you can find some nice little spots on the south side, up north. You know what I mean? Certain little pockets of areas that's pretty cool in Chicago, and rent might be 1,200. You know what I'm saying? 1,300. Yeah, with 2 bedrooms sometimes. Chicago surprises me in the sense that it's cheap compared to big cities like NYC and LA. Yeah, it is shocking, especially when people consider West Coast 1,200. In Chicago, you can find you some 2 bedrooms for 1,300, 1,200, man. In certain areas, might be 1,100 in some areas, man. In Chicago, you know what I mean? So now you can some places in Chicago you can find that. Charleston is like attention. He's what we call the coconut. Brown on the outside, white on the inside. He just like attention. This man and Tommy said more melanin makes you stupid while black. What? This man and Tommy. Who is Tommy? That's wild. Said, dude was talking about this. She should do OnlyFans and sell herself. The anti-black people are going too far. They can't be saved. Yeah, I know you. Yeah, my sister live in LA, West Coast. Man, my sister, I should have had my sister on here. Um, my sister in Chicago right now. She live in LA. Oh, Tommy Sotomayor. Okay, Sotomayor. Tommy Sotomayor. Yeah, I don't listen to him either. I don't even listen to him either, for real. But yeah, man. I had to talk about my school's band, man. If you live in Chicago, you must have a bullet wound. Little Jacob, cut it out. No, I don't, man. Y'all got to stop watching so much TV and so much of the sensationalized news, man. There's some black folks that live in Chicago ain't never been around a shootout. You know what I'm saying? Ain't never. A lot of the stuff that go on in Chicago, like I said, a lot of it be what's the word I'm looking for? It be beefs between specific people. So it be targeted. It's targeted. A lot of the violence in Chicago is targeted. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying all of it. I'm not saying all of it, but a lot of it is targeted. And what's crazy is people will hear that and allow that for them not to ever visit Chicago ever. And a lot of people will tell you Chicago, one of the cleanest cities you can ever visit, especially downtown. Especially downtown Chicago. Tremont, what's going on, man? What's the word, boss? I had to get on here and talk about my HBCU. Wilding out. You know, then my band director of my alma mater, Mississippi Valley State University, accepting an invite to perform at Donald Trump's inauguration, and then asking the alumni and other black folks to help raise $350,000. So Chicago is such a huge city. Mainstream media got put on the drill rappers in the 2010s, and all of a sudden, all of Chicago is Southside. That's a fact. Like, I'm gonna get to the rest of y'all questions in a minute. Like, Chicago became such a villainized place. It's such a place. Like, it's people that don't know nothing about Chicago, don't know Chicago is humongous. It's people that don't know Chicago is the third largest city in America. It's people that think Chicago is cold 24, like all year round. Chicago be hotter than a hooker's vagina in the summer. We get spring, we get every season. It's people that don't know Chicago got several beaches. Several. Beautiful beaches, like beautiful beaches. People like, y'all got beaches? People like, yeah. People don't know this because they just be like, either they never visited Chicago because Chicago don't get like the acclaim of the other major cities. And then when they start hearing it, when the drill rappers start coming out of Chicago, it was like, oh, this is a place you shouldn't go. I'm telling y'all, you come to Chicago, you will be pleasantly surprised by a Mississippi mile, for real. Especially summertime Chicago. What? You know how to hoop? Man, I used to know how to hoop when I was young, Tremont. I ain't hooped in so long, I know I'd be trash. But I grew up hooping with my boys. You feel me? Me and my boys all grew up hooping together. So, you know, Chicago, a basketball place. So I grew up playing ball. I could never shoot, though. I had a handle, and I was good in the post. Because I was a stocky little kid. So, you know, I was good in the post. Like, what? Charles Barkley in the post. I couldn't shoot, though. But I could dribble and play in the post. Could not shoot. My homie Kiefer Sykes, Kiefer had it all. Kiefer could shoot. He could dribble. He had court vision. His little boy can play in the post. And then as we got older, Kiefer started being able to dunk. You know, he got taller than all of us and started dunking. I've been to Chicago a few times. In an amazing city. I just couldn't do the. Yeah, a lot of people couldn't do the cold weather here. 100%. It get pretty. The wintertime, it get cold. But living in America, I realized don't think because someone is black, they're going to have your back, especially Republicans. They're surely able towards each other. Worse to the KKK. Well, yeah, I mean, we always got the saying, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. You know what I mean? So just because you black don't mean you down with, you know, you're down with the upliftment of black people and the advancement of black people. I mean, look at Jason Whitlock. Whitlock is just, you know, he is who he is. He said, cut it out. Look at me, I'm putting extras on it. You know what I'm talking about? I was undersized and stocky. I ain't acting like I wasn't cold like that now. I ain't. I wasn't cold. I wasn't cold like Chuck. But you know what I mean? I'm just undersized and stocky. And I like to play in the post. That really wasn't because I knew I was just more stocky than other people. So no, I was nowhere near Chuck Great. Hell no. Hell no. No. And I knew I wasn't gonna be no all-time great. This is why I didn't stop. That's why I stopped playing. That's why I stopped playing ball. I'm like, no, my homie. I knew Kiefer was something different. I knew he was something different. The gang violence is always sensationalized there, like it's randomized or something. Never that it's typical riffs between. Right. And that's why I tell people, like, people think like in Chicago, you come outside, a random person will just come up to you and start shooting. No. Yeah, a lot of this stuff that the violence that is occurring is rifts between two different factions of gangs. You know what I mean? Certain gangs into it with each other, retaliation stuff. That's what really be going on. True. I was one of those people ignorant about Chicago due to the horror stories until my friend told me it's not like that. I didn't bother to go to aviation school I was accepted into. Yeah, man, you gotta, yeah, the news that have people frightened. Like I said, I've had my certain experiences growing up on the south side of Chicago, growing up in certain hoods for sure. But like people like where most tourists would be going, ain't nothing finna happen to nobody in them to ain't nothing gonna happen to none of y'all. Y'all come visit, come downtown, be up north stand. Ain't nobody gonna mess with y'all. Y'all go to Hyde Park, ain't nobody finna do nothing to y'all. You know. But gonna make it seem like, hey, you come up here, you something just going crazy gonna happen to you. And that's not the case. Uh Ain't no other king in this rap things, they siblings, nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. Stay low in Chicago, sit on bean shit. This man is crying. Lil Jacob, now he in here just wilding now. He in here just wilding now. Little Jacob. Who is Big Jacob, man? I came here for school. They told me it's called shot. Oh Lord. Yeah, you know the drill rappers named this Chirac for sure. He said, come on, Doc. Yeah. And Doc got that Big. From Big, actually. But I was rapping Dot's verse on TV off though. I was rapping Dot's verse from TV off. Yeah, the drill rappers named it Chirac, named it Drillinois. And that was around the time King Louis came out. King Louis, like Louis, I feel like was the first person to start calling it Chirac. And that was probably like 2010, 2011. Right around that time, I was preparing to exit high school and go to college. Yeah, Louis, Chief Keef King Louis really put the drill scene on the map. Yeah, Keith took it. Keith put a magnifying glass on Chicago, like a microscope on the city. 100%. Like, Don't Like, Love. So I remember when D Games first uploaded Don't Like. Me and my homie Melvin, who's visiting Chicago right now, Melvin, well, I remember we was on YouTube in his dorm room. We stayed in two different dorms at the time. And it was only 300 views on the Don't Like video at that time. And as soon as we heard the beat drop, I knew Keith and them was gone. I knew Keith would never be in Chicago no more after that. I knew it was over with. I knew Keith he hit the lottery. With Don't Like, man, that was something crazy. And I was glad that I was able to have a soundtrack to my college years. The drill movement really started to rise I was in college from 2011 to 2015. So the height of the drill movement happened while I was in school. So I had like music to dance to at the parties, and they had to play Chicago music because it was hot. And I got a thick British accent, so most people know I'm not from here. That's why I was a bit worried. But my friend lives downtown near the lake. Good spot, isn't it? In it. I like how y'all be saying it. In it. Yeah, downtown is great. Great. I heard Chirac from DJ Ack. Oh yeah, academics, man. A lot of people heard about academics. Academics was like putting a spotlight on a lot of the drill rappers and their associates and close friends, the people that wasn't rapping. Academics was covering all them dudes. Keith smart though. He slowed down after Keith got his bread, man. Keith just went to LA to play video. Really, Keith slowed down after like dudes from his block. He got into a little riff with dudes from his block, and I think that caused him to slow down for sure. Yeah, and I think it caused him to separate himself because he got into it with the dudes from his neighborhood. You know what I mean? And so it caused him to separate himself and just focus on playing video games and all of that. He said, "You got the in it, spot on, bruv. I used to watch what's my show, Top Boy, with Duchesne and all of them, bruv." He used to always say that. Come on, bruv. Peace meals. I just wanted to go see the podcast when you got a chance and touch on it when you get time. We got to speak for our sisters. That's a fact. I'm gonna check it out, bro. I'm gonna check out Charleston White talking about Angel Reese. I'm definitely gonna speak. I'm gonna check it out and make some content on it. I appreciate you giving me that heads up, Travis Brown. Lil Sosa was crazy. Yeah, that dropped. Yeah, like my second year. Love Sosa dropped my second year at Valley. Second year. And I remember when they first played it at the basketball game, me and Melvin was already vibing out to it in the room. They played it at the game. We was in the bleachers going crazy. We the only two dudes in there going wild. Like, because we had already heard the song, played it over and over again right after it dropped. Like, yeah, that Lil Sosa was wild. And he had a night. Keith was on the run, man. That Finally Rich album. Finally Rich album was cold. That was cold. It was nothing but bangers on there. Charleston White, Too Dusty. We talking about the way he always looking sick. Man, Charleston, like I said, I seen what dude was some years ago. And when I called it out, you had people like, no, man, you got to see what he doing. He just playing a character. Man, I hate when people say that. Because if you playing a character where you have to talk about a child, a young girl with an autism diagnosis, you're wearing Confederate flags, you're draping yourself in Confederate flags, and you're victim shaming young girls for being violated. It's crazy. Say yes, Top Boy is a very accurate description of South London, where I used to live. It's hood there. The accent is different depending on where in London you at. It's a mixture of slangs. I got you. People need to stop watching their clown. Does Jerry Rice get back to you? Tremont, from my understanding, no. But I have to be fair. I heard that Jerry Rice donated to Mississippi Valley State before, and the administration at the school decided to put his funds elsewhere from where he told them to. He wanted to donate to the football team, and they allocated his money to something else. And when he found that out, he said, oh, no more. right? And this was years ago. This was the rumor before I even got to Mississippi Valley State University, right? This is a rumor I heard. I got to Mvsu in 2011. So I heard this happen well before I got there. You know what I mean? So I don't think he donate no more from what I know. No. Jamaican slangs and UK slangs together to make the bruv waste man. And what's waste man? What that mean? What does that mean? Uh, his content is nonsensical. A lot of his fandom is also based in misogyny. Again, that's true. The best way to rake in views on YouTube. Be anti-black and misogynistic. Perfect combination for you to blow up on YouTube. That is correct, brother. Do you know how many SL? Do you know how many grown men in their 60s watch I hate women content? Not, and I'm not saying videos where holding a woman accountable. So many 50 plus year old men, 60 plus year old men watch dudes on YouTube complaining about women all day. These women are trash. They ain't nothing. They garbage. They're never gonna be nothing in life. They're horrible for you. These are their audience be 50 plus year old men. I be like, yo, no, there's a difference. Hello, like they want them to fail for no right. Listen, I'm telling you, I didn't been on the train next to brothers listening to that. They ain't got no headphones on. I'm talking about old men in their 60s. All these women, God, listen to a young 20-year-old man telling you these women are trash, they garbage, they never gonna be good for you. All of them terrible, all of them users, abusers, all of them just all of them wrong for you. You be like, what? Right? It just, yeah, man. Listen, they be having grown men as their main audience, and then they get the young guys, the young men. And SL pointed this out. They get young guys who they know are very impressionable, who probably are just coming off a very serious heartbreak. When you're 16 years old, 15, 17, 18, you're going to experience heartbreak in your lifetime. And they take advantage of those guys who go through a heartbreak and have them hating women for the rest of their life. But they know that, hey, if I make this type of content, these young boys and these older men will get hooked on this. You know what I mean? So they found out the formula. They found a formula out for sure. They ain't getting none no more cold world. Yeah, meanwhile, they throw themselves at them the minute these girls stand. That's a fact. It's a fact. The older guys have probably had multiple divorces, so they're bitter. I mean, that could be truthful. That could be true, right? But come on, brother. Like SL said, the moment one of them girls get in their face, they gonna be falling at their feet. They talking that right now. They all into that right now. And I be telling people, the dudes that make that type of content, do you think they really live in a life? If let's just say they're a guy that women would deem attractive, if they're a guy that could get girls, you think they going out there just telling all girls they ain't nothing, they ain't shit, they terrible, they ain't they horrible, they ain't worth nothing. You think they telling them girls that to their face? No, they not. Hell no. But they figured out a way to develop an audience. Like, you got to be super duper extreme in misogyny or anti-black rhetoric for your YouTube to just go to the next level. If you feeling like, you know what I mean? You spot on. You say anti-black videos are post or push more, even on my Twitter page when it's only XXX content. He said it's only triple X. You say I only follow the freak content, and I still see anti-black stuff. He said I'm only on here for the freak stuff. You feel me? And they still got anti-black stuff all up in the mix. I don't even follow these people. I feel you, bro. I feel you, dog. Everybody like their freak content. I be watching all them links. I ain't gonna lie. They be on Facebook. Click this link. I be watching the links. I ain't finna sit on here and lie to y'all. When I be seeing them links on Facebook, I mean, let me see what they got going on here. These guys that are women haters are probably experiencing a serious drought. Yeah, they could be true, but listen, in life, you might go through droughts with women. You might be in a bad spot because some stuff you doing too. Like, if you ain't got good hygiene, you ain't gonna get no woman, dog. Like, not no woman with sense. You ain't washing up consistently. You be out here musty, even in the cold weather. You not brushing your teeth. You know what I'm saying? You brushing your teeth when you want to. You washing up when you feel like it. Who you finna get? You know, you don't got no personality. You know, you don't got no charm about yourself. You can't hold a conversation. Come on, man. For the young guys, they're mad that the woman they want didn't give them play because they only want women they couldn't get in the first place. And I said that it's a problem for a lot of people. Dudes be like everyday guys be wanting to get Bernice Burgos. And when Bernice Burgos turns them down, now they mad at the world. Dog, you are shooting way too high, bro. It's a girl right now in your neighborhood that ain't got no man. She's a cute girl. You know, she got great morals about herself. You don't want her. She nice looking. You want Bernice Burgos. And, bro, you know Bernice only want a dude with a bag. Come on, man. He said, you going to get a girl with bad breath. No, hey, listen, let me tell you something. A woman with bad breath, oh, my God. That is terrible. I didn't see some nice-looking girls. I didn't see two nice-looking girls with some stank breath. 2 or 3, Mike. I think 3. And it hurt my heart so bad. I said, come on now. This can't be right, man. This cannot be right. Even on you. Baby, is that your mouth sounding like this? What is going on? Even on YouTube, I don't know these anti-black people until maybe folks review them. I literally just looked up who Jason Whitlock is. Oh, you ain't know Jason? Yeah. Listen, I'm really into sports. So Jason Whitlock was a sports talking head on FS. He had his own show, Speak for Yourself. He was always a dude who was on that butter biscuit super raccoon train. I'm talking about anytime something was blatantly racist towards black folks, he would try to figure out another way to say it wasn't. Hey, man, it's not racism. It's classism. Hey, man, they're not racist. Hey, they just happen to just throw racial slurs at you from time to time. That doesn't make them racist, man. Hey, man, they're not racist. They just happen to be using all type of like racial epithets. And they happen to just leave watermelon and Kool-Aid at your door, you know, from time to time. They just want you to have something to drink and some fruit to eat. Like, come on, dog. This is what we doing. He do stuff like that. Like what Chris Brown said about Erica Mena having halitosis. Yeah, I never heard Chris verbally say that, but I heard Chris said Erica Mena had halitosis. She had bad breath. That's horrible. Like, man, what? Oh, come on, raccoon train. Hey, man, brothers be out here. I'm talking about super raccooning. And Jason Whitlock is the mascot for him. Like, Jason, I'm telling you, if a Klan member was outside of his house, calling him every name in a book, throwing watermelons at his door, pouring Kool-Aid all over his steps, throwing chicken through his window, Jason Whitlock gonna call him, invite him in for dinner, hug on him, tell him he loves him, take pictures with him, post it on social media. Jason Whitlock will play hopscotch with the brother. Jason Whitlock will start going to the brother's church, to the white dude's, a Klan member's church. Jason Whitlock will be at the Klan meetings, skinning and grinning, with chicken in his hand. So he cannot be trusted, man. NFL whooped the NBA and Christmas Day ratings, 25 million to 5 million. Well, Marvin, I'm gonna talk about that. The NFL has always been more popular than the NBA. Always. But those ratings to me, I think it's a little skewed a little bit. The reason why I say that, it was on Netflix. Everybody, a lot of people got Netflix subscriptions. Them NBA games be all over across different networks. You ain't got no cable. A lot of folks don't got cable now, right? A lot of people don't got League Pass. A lot of people don't got NBA TV. They be watching these games on a lot of these Stream East, a lot of these illegal streaming services where you can illegally watch videos, watch games and stuff, you know. So those don't account for the ratings because NBA be having games across all. If you got NBA TV, that don't mean you got league pass. You can't, like, it's crazy. Willie D fired him up so many times. What do you say? Kiss him on the mouth. What do you say? Don't forget the Hodge twins. Yeah, I know the Hodge. That's why I told you I don't trust brothers that be working out. Not. Let me say this. Not brothers that work out. I trust brothers that work out. Brothers that work out and then become YouTubers, I don't know. I be having to pay a close attention to them. Nothing wrong with working out. I want to be buffed up like them brothers too. I want to lose this weight and be all muscular and all of that. But when brothers be on YouTube and they be working out, they be all buffed up on. When they buffed up on YouTube, I'll be like, oh snap. Here comes some conservative content. You know, conservative content is following them muscle shirts and them buffed up, muscles that they got. You know, some anti-black conservative content is not too far behind when I see a real swole black man on YouTube. I don't know why. It's just, let me say this too. A lot of brothers that work out heavily, they work out in the gyms alongside a lot of white guys who are very anti-black a lot of times, okay? When they super, super duper workout freaks, a lot of them be in the gym culture, depending on where they live, too. A lot of them brothers in them gyms, it be a lot of racist jokes going on in them gyms, and they be, under the guise of being real tough. Hey, man, it's just a joke, man. Hey, man, toughen up, man. Hey, man. Hey, loosen up your tits, man. You know how they be talking. Hey, man, it's just a joke, man. And brothers start conforming to that, and it's just a joke, man. They start falling on their ears. It's just a joke. Just like a lot of brothers, just like a lot of brothers in the UFC, they be working out in gyms that are not black gyms. They not black gyms at all. And so they work out alongside a lot of dudes who are really into anti-black stuff. And they start to assimilate to those beliefs, and they start to spew it themselves. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Hodge twins weren't originally MAGA followers. They conveniently started doing that content around Trump's presidency. Just like I thought. Before, they were just doing random YouTube content, telling stories. I'm telling you, they will sell out for that bag. When I watch the Cartier family, like I tell y'all, what the hell is a bunch of 22, 23-year-old young black men, 21, 22, 23. Why are y'all watching Ben Shapiro? Why are y'all watching Steven Crowder? Why are y'all listening to Tom McDonald's music acting like it's fire? Why are y'all listening to Thomas Sowell? You 22. Why are y'all listening to Ben Shapiro's raps and acting like it's dope and it's fire? Like, where are y'all cousins at? Where your grandma? My grandma slapped the hell out of me. She see me listening to some Ben Shapiro rap. Y'all didn't see my grandma slap the hell out of me. What was wrong? What the hell is wrong with you? My uncles and them, dog, you listening to some Tom? What is this? Where's y'all cousins at? My little cousins would be looking at me like, boy, Mac, what is you up here doing, dog? Like, where's your people at? But I guess they say if you got to do that to get the bag, do that. It's the same pattern with all these guys. Go down the rabbit hole. People like Candace Owens used to be left-leaning when they came on the scene. Yes, Candace was left-leaning. All of them take that turn. They all start out left-leaning, and next thing you know, woo, they turn out alt-right. Boy, God, they turn right-wing like a mug. Right-wing, anti-black like it ain't nothing. They all start out that one way, and then they shift up in order to get some of that paper. I know the play. Again, young black men, the Cartier twins, out here listening to Ben Shapiro. Like, dog, what? I swear I didn't know Floyd was that corrupt. I knew he was somewhat illiterate and materialistic, but he is black when convenient. Yeah, and again, Tommy Likes, this is you watching a guy who I I was the biggest Floyd Mayweather fan, I still marvel at his talent because the man is exceptional in that boxing ring. Like, I'm a boxing fanatic. His boxing is beautiful to watch. But Floyd started out, pro-black, talking some pro-black stuff. The next thing you know, he clowning out Colin Kaepernick for kneeling during the anthem. Next thing you know, when Gucci had their racist apparel, he showed himself posted up in front of the Gucci store. I'm a leader. I'm not a follower. I do what I want to do. I do my own thing. I'm a leader. Posting up, buying Gucci clothes by the dozens. Right after Gucci had the racist controversy, all of that, giving black folks his butt to kiss. Floyd be doing a lot of that, telling Colin Kaepernick, you need to be worried about having a starting job. That kneeling ain't gonna help you, my man. That kneeling, you need to worry about being a starter in the NFL. Stand up for that national anthem. Like, come on, man. Like, dog, I swear I only knew in the real world, nobody switches ideology like that within 24 hours unless it's money calling. That's a fact. I swear I only knew Ben when Candace got fired, and I knew of her when she fall out with Cardi B. I know Jesse Lee Peterson. Jesse too, all of them, man. Damn, thought I left my last live for the night. Sonic Boom, man. C98, what's going on, dog? I don't ever either side, to be honest. Hold on, there's more money in the being right-wing MAGA. Most major players, corporations, etc., lean Republican for obvious reasons. So there's no surprise. Yeah, there's more money in being MAGA. It's more money in that, in being right-wing. So they all start shifting that way. That's why you see a lot of these black reactors. A lot of big black reaction channels, a lot of them don't even like to talk about race issues. A lot of them, and I'm not saying you got to talk about it all day long. A lot of them shy away from it. A lot of them start, not even just shy away from it, not shy away from it. A lot of them will act like racism isn't a big deal to them. A lot of the big black YouTubers they will act like racism isn't a big deal or a big problem in order to ingratiate themselves to that right-wing audience, in order to keep that right-wing audience that they built, in order to not, push away potential subscribers. So they say the right things, they act like racism has been long over with in order to keep their following supporting them. I used to watch Willie D quite often. I haven't watched Willie D in a while, not for no particular reason. I guess I've just been like crazy into watching a lot of reaction content based around, certain TV shows and stuff that I like to watch in movies. So I haven't been watching Willie D much lately, right? But I used to watch Willie D quite often. And I liked what Willie D was talking about on his channel. And I like what Willie D stands for sure. Floyd is a black man who left the game of boxing with his faculties in the bag. Don't forget I said that. I mean, that is significant. But little Jacob, when you're throwing black folks under the bus and only want to talk about racism when racist things happen to you, and any other time you acting like racism is not a figment, is over with in your opinion, I can't respect that. You know what I'm saying? I can't respect that. So yes, Floyd is an excellent boxer, always been a pure pugilist to the highest degree. I was watching Floyd Mayweather back in 2001 with my uncles. I watched him when he fought Diego Corrales. I was watching it like, you know what I mean? So, because my uncles are big fight fans. So, I'm a big fan of his fighting ability. But Floyd do a lot of that raccooning and that butter biscuit eating too, especially after he got close. When he got to another stratosphere, when he became Money Mayweather and started rubbing shoulders with certain elite individuals, oh man, he shifted up and switched up. I started watching Stevie Knight and Shaq reaction channels and unsubscribed. Yeah, man, it's just like, and let me make this very clear. I'm never hating on a black man for getting to their money, getting to their bag. But when you get into the money at the expense of black folks, I can't respect it. When I know you out here pandering to a right-wing audience that don't care about black people, I can't respect that. Stevie Knight panders to a right-wing anti-black audience. He does it all the time. Shaq be out there. Shaq is No Life Shaq is a YouTuber, West Coast. He does a lot of reaction content. He's famous for reaction content. And Shaq, as soon as Shaq started to blow up after reacting to Eminem videos, oh man, Shaq started he started giving credence to a lot of anti-black, like black negative stereotypes of black men. Like I'll never forget, he was listening to that rapper Adam Calhoun, the white dude that say he from Chicago. And he got to show me where that white dude Adam Calhoun got to show me where he was living in Chicago. He got to show me on the South Side. He got to show me where he live at, because it ain't too many white dudes that look like that on the South Side unless they in Beverly or in certain little small pockets. He talking like he was around with GDs and the GDs and stuff in that, the BDs at. That's the way they was presenting to me. He's from the South Side of Chirac. He got to show me that dude Adam Calhoun. But No Life Shaq was reacting it. Anton Daniels too, Calvin Booker. And y'all put me on game about how he be shucking and jiving and all. Yes, him too. But Adam Calhoun, he had a song I think called Racism. And he was talking from the perspective of a racist white guy and saying all these type of negative stereotypes about black men. And here comes Shaq, No Life Shaq. He get on there, hey man, it's true. 80% of the N-words I know, they ain't got no job. They sell drugs. They got a crazy baby mama. They go to jail all the time. They don't take care of their kids. They always high. They sell drugs. What? 80% of the N-words? 80% of N-words, they do that? 80%, dog? Get up out of here. We don't take care of our kids. You know, we got a crazy baby mama. We sell drugs. We stand in front of the liquor store all day getting high, getting drunk. Are you for real? This is what coming out of the mouth of a black man that has a strong white following on YouTube? You see how detrimental that is to black folks and to what we represent as people? And you have some of Shaq's fans coming out caping for him. Well, Shaq is talking from his experience. That's what he sees on an everyday basis. I said, I'm not going to give him that out. I don't care if that's all he saw. I know that ain't all he saw, but the brother's making his money on the internet. There are positive representations of black folks all across social media, all across YouTube, but he chose to agree with the stereotype of black folks that would have his people looking crazy, to give it credence, to give it to affirm negative stereotypes of his people. I can't respect that. You feel me? Yeah, dog, what? Stuff like that, man. And then also, I don't like the fact that he turned into one of them dudes. I hate dudes like this who act like they only like lyrical, smirical rap. You know, I am so phenomenal. You are so unstoppable. I'm in the 4 doors and the 4 tours and the core doors and 4 whores and tour doors. Like, he act like that's only rap that's good. I hate dudes like that. That think that the more syllables you rhyme is just the most amazing stuff in the world. He act like, I don't listen to none. I only listen to these guys. And he act like everything Eminem put out is just outstanding. He act like everything Eminem makes is the most phenomenal stuff he's ever heard in his life, even when the song is not good. And that let me know he pandering. I know what he on when he do that. You built your following around Eminem fanatics, around Eminem stands, and so you have to feed the machine. Now you have to act like everything Eminem does is great. You know what I mean? So yeah. See, notice how that stuff reflects more white folks than black. Yeah, man. Like, come on, man. So you can always tell by the concept because there's never any nuance, almost as if they're reading from the same script. Their opinions always scream same played out stereotypes. It seemed like we're the only community that perpetuate negative stereotypes about our own people. You said we the only community. I can't say that, but I know we have a lot of people who perpetuate those negative stereotypes. Like when I get on here and I clown out Lil Wayne, I've seen Wayne perpetuate negative stereotypes of his people consistently when asked about the plight of black folks. You know what I mean? But yeah, he said not true. Yeah, I don't know about we the only ones, because I'm sure there's other people that do it too, for sure. But it gets highlighted when we do it, you know. Especially if the people who are perpetuating negative stereotypes of our people, if they what's the word? If they identify with MAGA type stuff, you know, they gonna put them on a pedestal. Yeah. So right, you're right. Other folks do it too, but black folks have a larger platform. That's true. I didn't know how to word that. O'Shea Duke Jackson posts the same ish, worded differently 4 times a day. Do we? I've only seen some of the content. I haven't really. I'm not a consistent watcher of it. I rarely ever watch O'Shea Duke Jackson's content. I rarely ever watch it like that, but I've seen some stuff. You say he said the same stuff over and over again. I feel like a lot of YouTubers be doing that, figure out different ways to say the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them be doing that, especially a lot of your boy Dreamers Pro. He do that all day long. He try to figure. That's what he do all day long. Mills, what you think of some black people saying Trump did a lot for black folks when he was in office 4 years ago? Man, man, that's how I feel. Boy, black folks just, but black people, boy, they be black folks just be saying some stuff. If black people don't make ish pop, people don't care. There's a reason for that. That's a fact. Black folks determine the culture of cool in this country. And shit, the world, really. Black folks determine the culture of cool. And so that's why soon as black, like you said, as soon as black folks get on something, it go crazy and turn up. It go crazy. You know, that's a fact. Hold on, y'all. My bad, y'all. My bad. I had to make sure I monetize them last 2 videos that I posted up about Bronny James and then about Jeffrey Owens, the guy who played Alvin on the Cosby Show. So yeah. Wayne said some stuff that turned me off of him too. Oh yeah, 100%. Most recently that video I did about Wayne during the Super Bowl when people was acting like he got snubbed. I did a video addressing why I don't care that Wayne did not get considered for the halftime show. That video did 26,000 views. I think I got to I got to 10,000 subscribers off of that video. I was sitting at like 8,000 for a minute or almost 8,000 or something. And then I got to 10,000 due to that video that I made about Wayne. I got a lot. I got about 400, 500. I got so many, maybe more than that. I got a ton of subscribers. I was at like 8,000 something. I got a ton of subscribers off of that video that I did about Lil Wayne. The show, 100%. You know what I'm saying? So we call it Whoopi, yeah. The 86-year-old Whoopi Goldberg. Well, Wayne looked like if Whoopi was 89, that's what Wayne looked like. If Whoopi was maybe 92. That's what because Wayne has a large white audience now. Of course he's gonna say that stuff now. Right. If this was Hot Boys Wayne, absolutely. Because SL, me and you know, white folks didn't get on to Wayne. I'm not talking about New Orleans, like white people in Baton Rouge. White folks in Louisiana are different. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about white folks worldwide. They didn't get on to Wayne till like right before the Carter 3, Carter 2. Round Carter 2 time. Round Carter 2 time. Definitely Carter 3. When he started trying to identify as a rock star, when he started getting piercings right here and in his eyebrow and and all of that. Yeah. That's when they started trying to get on Wayne. When Wayne was wobbly, 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 drop it like it's hot. When Wayne made The Block Is Hot, yeah. When Wayne started playing the guitar, started making Lollipop, and when he started doing that, the Prom Queen, I hated that damn song. Yeah. When he started doing songs like that, That's when he started getting that white audience, and he was so appreciative of that. He started to act like he didn't know what racism was. He acted like he didn't know it existed in this country when we heard songs like Georgia Bush, dog, on the dedication too. So what was you talking about if you thought racism was over because you had fans of different ethnicities in your crowd? Just being willfully ignorant and trying to like be ignorant, like trying to lie to black folks. I'm not one of them brothers you can urinate, say it, and you can tell the world is rain. I'm not one of them brothers. Said that crying Wayne video made me so. Hey man, look, I would imitate Wayne crying. Wayne be killing me, man. Acting like he was just so hurt and so devastated. Boy, gone. Get up out of here, dog. Yeah, but yeah, Wayne started when he started developing a non-black audience, a non-black core audience, oh, it was over with. Now he gotta act like racism is no such thing to him. You said, and that's a great you said Lil Wayne talk like he got brain damage. Boy, Nick Cannon says he believes all white people have some form of racism. It's a lot of black people that feel like that. I've heard people say that before. I've heard some people say that before. It's wild because on the way he looks, you know he would be getting profiled like an ML. That's a fact. If Wayne wasn't no rapper looking like that, boy, he would be getting profiled to the end of time. What? He would be 60 years old, 70 years old, still getting profiled. 80 years old getting profiled with the way he looked. Kanye used to be stand against racism, but changed up all of a sudden. Another one, when Kanye got into that fashion industry and he got that Kardashian girl, it was over with, man. Yeah, man. And he only pulled out, Kanye be pulling out the racism angle when the fashion industry don't let him break into certain realms he want to break into. That's when he started pulling that, I'm a black man. Brother, when he get what he want, then it started saying stuff like Harriet Tubman didn't really free the slaves. Basically, she sent them to slavery again or something. He started saying stuff like slavery was a choice for our ancestors. When he getting his way. When he getting his way. When he getting his way, he started be throwing black folks under the bus all willy-nilly. Kanye not from Chicago no more. He's from the Calabasas. That's Calabasas Kanye. That ain't Chicago Kanye at all. Kanye Tutter, the college dropout Kanye, that's a whole different person. I watched that video crying, laughing at least 10 times. Hey man, cause I be acting a fool on here, dog. I be really acting a fool. I act a fool in my everyday life. I just be trying to I act a fool in my everyday life. You know, I be trying to be cool on here. You feel me? But I really act a fool in my everyday life. That's why I'm glad I don't smoke or drink. If I smoke or drink, I really be acting a fool. So yeah. When Kanye was said that slavery ish, I've been done with him since then. Man, what, dog? He said that, man. Yeah, like Imperial Stats, bro. Early Kanye, I told you, early Kanye was my guy. Kanye, from college dropout to graduation. Man, what? Come on, man. That was that man. Kanye was the one. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was a great album. You know, but I knew he was on a different wavelength after his mom passed away. I just got off After Dark HBCU Live. I'm good though. I don't have a problem with Skip. Who, Skip Bayless? Yeah, look more. Skip be glad to show off Lil Wayne, his friend. He's so happy. Skip love that that's his boy. Skip love. He can say Wayne his boy. Bipolar don't make you racist against your own people. Yeah, right. That type of stuff. Like, come on now. Throwing black folks under the bus. Yeah. Yeah, man. Skip got his podcast that he do now. Yeah, he lost Shannon. That show went down, man. He couldn't find nobody to get that same chemistry with him. Richard Sherman, it wasn't gonna hit the same. Richard Sherman, Keyshawn, who else he have on there? Michael Irvin, Rachel Nichols came onto the show. Yeah, you see Skip asked Wayne about Super Bowl. Yeah, man, I saw that. Yeah, Skip Bayless, he's just a super fan of certain teams and players. He trolls a little bit. Like I told you, when I was a kid, Skip used to make me so pissed off because I'm a LeBron fan, right? But when I got to be like 14, 15, I knew what Skip was. I'm like, man, I'm not finna take what Skip. When I got to like not 14, not that young, I'm lying. When I got to about 19, 20 years old, when I got to be like 20, I'm like, yeah, Skip just be on here. He just be on here just saying stuff, you know? Yeah, like they don't have the same charisma. Yeah, you need charisma to sell on TV. And I think people don't understand it. You got to be entertaining, man. You can't just have facts and stats. You got to be entertaining. Say what you want to say about Shannon Sharpe. He's entertaining. He's charismatic. He knows how to tell a story and make you feel like you're right in the room with him. He knows how to draw back to anecdotes that he's had. He knows how to say quick little one-liners. He's witty. You know what I mean? And it worked well across from Skip. You know, him and Skip worked well. They were yin and yang, not yin and yang. And they work well together, man. Skip say something, Shannon act a fool. Shannon say something, Skip get mad. It was good TV. It made a great back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Harry Spears goes back and forth between pro-black and yeah, he do. Because he'll say something that's rocking, and I'm like, okay, I rock with that. Then next thing you know, Aries denigrating brothers in the South, people in the South, black folks in the South. And I'm like, yo, which one you gonna do, dog? Which one you gonna do? You gonna ride with black folks or you gonna clown black folks when stuff don't go your way? Which one you want to do? And I'm not saying like you can't like say anything about black people, but he was saying stuff that was very disrespectful about Southern black people because I believe the brother got booed down South. And he took it personal. And then he started saying that, oh, in the South, you know, you got to have a certain type of intellect to get his comedy. You know, his comedy is chess, not hungry hippos. That's very disrespectful because I can guarantee you, Aries, he probably got some ancestors in his lineage. Not probably, I know he got some ancestors in his lineage that come from the South. He from New York and Jersey. I bet you his people come from South Carolina. I bet you they do. You know, Skip was scraping the barrel, having Lil Wayne faded his hair, talking about sports. Yeah, Wayne was on there. He was trying to. When I see, I'm not going to lie, and I'm not mad at these social media influencers getting a bag. When I see you got Drewski on the show, do Drewski watch sports like that? He's a funny dude. But like when I see that you got people on there just for like Drewski on there for views, that's when I know you're just trying to get views. Whenever you got a YouTube comedian on and you know they don't like, if you're a YouTube comedian and you know they watch sports, that's different. I don't think Drewski be really watching sports like that. I think he probably watched, but you know what I mean. I saw them bring in Drewski and Bubba Dub. Now Bubba Dub be watching sports, but when I seen you get the views, I'm like, oh, they need the views, man. They need Drewski and Bubba Dub to bring in views for Undisputed after Shannon left. I remember him saying things like black people like lowbrow humor or some ish. Like your humor not intellect high. Yeah, like he was saying like he got highbrow humor. Now there are some black people that like lowbrow humor 100%. So there are some black people who love lowbrow humor. But he made it seem like his humor was highbrow. Like, bro, you not Dave Chappelle. Like your intellect is not your comedy is not a whole bunch of intellect in your comedy, Aries. Aries comedy is based on anything that every black person can grasp. And his comedy is rooted in a lot of impressions. And again, easy topics that black folks can grasp. It ain't nothing real, like nothing that Aries says goes over anybody's head. I ain't never felt like that at all. And I know comedians who can say some stuff that can go over your head. Aries is not one of those comedians. I respect Skip though. When Prime and Eddie George, he was the only person talking about HBCU players' history as opposed to just being celebrity fans. Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that, Sonic Boom. He did. You're right. Yep, when they were hired. Yeah. Wait, is Stephen A. a raccoon? I don't watch him much. So, like, he said, I think Stephen A. is like Aries. Right. Stephen A. will say stuff that I'd be like, I agree with that, black man. 100%. And then he'll say something like, man, what? No, Stephen A. It's like he like Aries. He back is like it's back and forth. It's like he'll say something like, okay, all right, you champion, you champion in black folks. And then he'll say something, I'll be like, yo, no, I don't know. That is no. Come on, dog. That's the wrong way to approach this situation. Aries has delusions of grandeur. His comedy is highbrow, right? Um, skipping Pat McAfee. Aries said no black comedian open for him. Then did a podcast with a yeah. He said no black comedians open for him. I think you told me that before, Imperial Stats. He said that he don't got no black comedians opening for him. That's wild. I'm so tired. Hey, Nope, what's the word, man? What's going on, boss? So I'm so tired of Stephen A. The few times he said something right, he always backtrack. Yeah. The thing is, they only came out and say appropriate things for situations you can't deny, like police clearly taking an unarmed black man's life, whatever. Man, I've been talking about some of everything, LB on here. Some of everything. Now we just talking about like sports media and like the black sports media, prominent media folks. And if they are people that black folks can stand behind or not. Because oftentimes there is no other avenue to take. Right, right. You know, for sure. Aries Spears comedy really ain't ish without his impressions. Um, yeah, Aries Spears comedy is really based in impressions. That's what I've known Aries for doing. Impressions. Congrats, BYU. Yeah, I saw Colorado had a tough day, man. So they had a tough day. Vince Young or RG3? In college, I'm gonna have to say Vince Young. RG3 was cold at Baylor though. But Vince Young though, man. Vince Vince got it cracking at Texas, man. Who is Valley's next football coach? I don't know, man. I seen what's the guy name, man? Somebody was advocating to be Alabama A&M or Valley's coach. What's his name, man? I gotta look at his name. You support Ed Reed's Alabama A&M? Yeah, I mean, listen, that's what I'm gonna make a video about too. Deshaun Jackson getting the head coaching job. Listen, I support these black brothers coming to the HBCUs to help uplift elevate the HBCU athletics and HBCUs in general, and to try to level the playing field for sure. You know what I mean? I think Ed Reed handled his situation that he could have been in at who was that? Bethune-Cookman. I think he handled that situation the wrong way. Hopefully he learns from that. Um and does well at is he the coach now at A&M? Alabama A&M? Or is he just in talks? Are they in talks of trying to hire him? Aries roast the crowd, does impressions. He don't do deep comedy at all. Right. None of his comedy deep. You know? Jason Whitlock, Coach JB, and King Fuse Lithouse can't wait to. Oh, I know they can't wait to get down on Colorado. For real, I know they can't. Mike Vick will be coaching in Norfolk. Yeah, man, I made a video about Mike, man. I'm happy to see Mike, man. Mike is a grown man. For real. He's a grown man now. And I trust him being a leader of young men. For sure. Mike, ever since, he had his situation, Mike been the epitome of professional. All the way through and through. Got a lot of respect for Mike. His redemption story, he paid his debt to society. And yeah. I think he'll do well in Norfolk, and he's from where he's from. He's from Newport News, Virginia. I think that's what Mike Vick is from, Newport News, Virginia. So I'm happy for Mike. I think he's a good pick for him. Yeah, Newport News. Yep. I seen Allen Iverson at the press conference, the introductory press conference for the head coaching job. So yeah, now Deshaun Jackson, while I love the former players coming to the schools and helping to elevate the program, I'm a little torn on Deshaun. D-Jack, I'm a fan of his game. D-Jack still look like he want to be one of the boys to me. Now, I know I'm wishing him well, and I hope that he leads them young men well, right? And I know he has certain connections to certain resources that could really, really help Delaware State. Without question. I know he could do some great recruiting, all of that. I just wonder. I'm wondering if D-Jack is if he's in the mode to really lead young men. Because when I watch him on his podcast, D-Jack still like he want to go to the club and take about 6-7 shots of liquor. He like, you know what I'm saying? He kind of seemed like that. You know? And I'll be like, I don't know, man. I hope I'm wrong. Again, I know on a podcast, you got to show your personality. So you can't just be super upright and uptight. And I understand that. But something about like DJ look like he still want to be one of the guys in the league and on the field. It's like, I don't know if he's like made that like separation from being a player yet. I wonder like DJ wasn't the most disciplined player either. Great player, exciting player, great deep threat as a receiver, but he wasn't the most professional, you know. And again, brothers can change, people can grow, people can evolve. I'm all for evolution. I've seen a lot of guys who start out as young knuckleheads go out and be professionals. Mike Vick, right? Vick was getting some knucklehead stuff, and he's been exuding nothing but professionalism since getting in trouble. Like, I'll be looking like, I don't know, D-Jack still like he want to be outside on the block. I don't know, man. I hope I'm wrong for the sake of HBCUs like, you know, Delaware State. I hope so. You know, so I'm not praying on this downfall at all. Like, you know, I'm glad that a lot of former players are wanting to come coach at HBCUs and give back in some capacity and bring their cachet, bring their resources, bring their exposure to a lot of these underfunded institutions. But yeah. What'd you say? I saw you put a video about Jeffrey being too prideful. I honestly think it's a black thing. I'm not from here and I think the same way. But I'm working on changing their mindset. It's sad. Yeah, like he prideful, so prideful that you're honorable to a fault. Like Jeffrey Owens that played Alvin from the Cosby Show, Nicki Minaj gave him $25,000 when that picture was circulating social media of him working in Trader Joe's, right? And you had Tyler Perry reach out to him for acting roles, and 50 Cent put him in Power Book 2. Nicki Minaj donated $25,000 to him, and the man gave the $25,000 to charity. And I'm like, no, brother. And Jeffrey Owens still talks about the fact that he's still struggling to pay bills at times. He's still struggling at times. Why didn't you keep that $25,000, brother? Like, don't try to be so honorable that you're just giving away a blessing that you really, really needed. That's the Florida Evans effect. Damn. Many times JJ had an opportunity to make some bread and to help the family out by painting. Here come Florida. Don't you paint that painting for that pimp. Don't you take that pimp's money. Don't you put your painting up on that display in that auction. Don't you do that. We work hard just for the sake of just doing what we do because we love it, not for money. No, you need the money. Yeah, he gave back 25 racks. Talking about he gave it to charity because he said if Nicki Minaj would have paid me for a service, he said I would have taken it. But like, I didn't want to get like a handout. Like, you know, black folks, we too honorable for handouts. I don't want a handout from the man. white folks then tricked us into thinking, hey, you guys, you know, when we talk about reparations, hey, you guys, you want handouts? When they be getting handouts all the damn time. They make black folks feel like we are inferior if we get a gift or receive something. And so we've taken up that ideology, especially the older black generation. And I love my older black folks. I love my elders, right? For real. But a lot of them take up this ideology that, hey, I'm too good for a handout. If I'm not going to do any work for this money, I don't deserve it. Brother, yes, you do. You're going through a rough time. You need it. I believe Jeffrey Owens got a wife. You know what I'm saying? You got a wife, dog. Come on, man. Right. They gonna hit Nicki Minaj waste tons of money in strip clubs. Man, right. She about to just throw that in the air somewhere. Keep that bread, dog. Come on, man. He came out here telling us that too. Like, brother, are you foolish? You must want to struggle. It's no way I need a blessing and a blessing come and I'm gonna give it away because I didn't work for it. Man, who cares, dog? Who cares? A lot of our black people have become conditioned to believe that we have to just slave for some type of blessing. No, sometimes you get blessings and you take it. Come on, man. Man. And I'm not even trying to make fun of the brother because I need $25,000 right now. For real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no job. Nicki Minaj give me 25K. I'm not giving it to nobody. I'm not in a position to give to charity. And first and foremost, I don't know if that money would even be going to, I don't know if it even would be going to charity. Because a lot of these charities be shiesty. I don't even know if it's going to charity. Remember back in the day when you thought you was feeding a kid that was starving in Africa? Them kids wasn't getting that money, man. Them people was pocketing that bread, man. Man, crazy. Tell Valley to shed 25K in inauguration. Man, what? Exactly. Red Cross me forever. And people still homeless. Man, yeah. He probably feel like that because that's what Bill Cosby told him on set. Loves the Cosby Show, but let's not act like Bill Cosby himself wasn't on some pick yourself up by the bootstrap. He was. And SL, I love the Cosby Show and what that represented for black folks. The image that it showed black folks in a positive light. Black folks living in affluence. Guys that Dr. Heathcliff Huxtable is an OBGYN. Claire Huxtable is an attorney. This is obviously a black family. They were black in all of their essence. They just didn't have no money problems. That was beautiful to see a black family not struggle on TV and still the essence of them, the core of them was black, right? He brought us a different world, showing us the black college life on TV, right? You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of respect for what Bill Cosby put into the media for black folks, right? Into the media space, the positive representations of black folks he put in the media. But he also was on that, take that tree down, LB. Now, LB, you know this tree ain't coming down to February 21st. Might be up to March. I'm going to tell you that right now, LB. I ain't going to even lie to you. This tree staying up to probably March up in here. You feel me? But yeah, Bill was on that pick yourself up by the bootstrap stuff at SL. For real, he was. He was up in there. What I'm about to say, he was up in there doing that pound cake speech, talking about black folks naming their kids this and that. Pull your pants up and blah, blah, blah. You're naming your kids these funny names. And if he told a story about like if a young black man stole a piece of pound cake and he got gunned down, like, oh, he should have been taking cake. And I'm like, taking a piece of pound cake, that is, you should have your life taken behind that. Like, Bill Cosby, come on, dog. That's that old respectability politic. Pick yourself up by the bootstraps. Older black folks be doing a lot of times, and we gotta stop, man. That didn't get us nowhere. Because we've seen, and again, I'm all about being professional when it's time to be professional. But we've seen black folks looking pristine, still get profiled, still get harassed, and looking pristine in college, including myself. So yeah, kind of like you shouldn't have been. That's what I said. Now, when Cosby was telling black kids, Y'all need to keep y'all pants up. We could have been looking at Bill like, you need to be keeping your pants up out of here, Bill. You need to be, hey, come on now. We need to be telling you keep your stuff up now. Don't be doing that now. And when you out here, you know, so yeah. So you know what I mean? So yeah, Bill, I will never forget watching that pound cake speech or whatever that was. As a young man, I probably was like, man, I was young. I might have been like 11 years old watching that pound cake speech. And something about it felt so uncomfortable for me. And at the time, I couldn't understand why I felt uncomfortable watching it. But as I got older, I realized my senses as a black man was kicking in. Man, he's talking down on black folks to an audience of white folks that's clapping it up. That's clapping it up every time he's denigrating black folks. The white audience is clapping it up for Bill Cosby. Stop naming your kids these funny names. Put your pants up. Y'all black folks don't know how to raise y'all kids. Y'all kids raised terrible. Y'all know how to raise these kids. These kids ain't worth a damn. And the white folks in there, that's right, Bill. Talk about them, Bill. There's something about that didn't feel right to me. And you're right, SL, there's a time and a place for black folks to correct each other. Not in front of an audience of white folks. I never believe in that. That's why I can't ride with Candace Owens. Because people be like, she holding black folks accountable. And I'll always say, who is she holding us accountable in front of? Her audience is a mostly white audience, an anti-black white audience, might I add. So what is her holding us accountable in front of them doing for us? Other than them saluting her for calling out degeneracy in our community when they got degeneracy in theirs too. You feel me? So that'd be my problem. They got degeneracy in their community too, and making it seem like it's just only in ours. You know what I mean? So black degeneracy get highlighted more than any other ethnicity. What is degeneracy in all ethnicities? Asian, Hispanic, Native American, all of that, white folks. But some reason black folks just seem way more degenerate than everybody else. We get painted as way more degenerate than anybody else. Come on now. Candace and Jason Whitlock got the same audience. Facts. But yeah, like you said, it's a time and place for us to criticize each other. Criticize each other when you're talking in the room with us. Not in a room where nobody in the room look like us. And you in a room full of people that can't stand black folks, and you trying to hold us accountable in a room full of them. Man, get up out of here with that. And I made a video about it previously, and I'm gonna have to do it again. You know what I mean? Candace be raccoon, and she might tell the truth every once in a while like a broke clock, right? We know white people ratchet. We seen Jerry Springer. You right. Springer had, I'm talking about, yeah. That was white degeneracy like you'd never seen it before on TV. Every day, every Monday through Friday. Candace Owens was similar to the Hodge twins as far as right-wing support. Yeah, she started out, she started out a whole different way. Yeah, she got to getting the right-wing stuff. Switched up within the few first years of Trump's presidency. Yeah, people saw the wave to go, Anton Daniels has a conservative black audience. Yeah, so I'm back itching. So Anton Daniels, he preaches to black men. He preaches to conservative black audience, but he draws a lot of black men in by like denigrating women a lot. You know what I'm saying? He denigrates single black mothers a whole lot to draw in a lot of men, a lot of black men. Single black, he denigrates single black mothers a lot. And I'll be looking like, bro, I know for all the people that they act like they hate single black mothers. You know how many black men I know that came from single black mothers? Now I know a lot of brothers that came from two-parent households too. And I know black folks that came you know, that know their fathers. I know black men that know their fathers 100% got great relationship with their fathers and all that too. But a lot of the brothers that watch that content came from single mothers. They came from I hate single mother. The brothers that watch I hate single mother content came from single mothers themselves. You know what I mean? So yeah. But Anton, yeah, you got a conservative black audience always, you know. Anton look like one of them brothers that want to just date uh foreign women. He don't care nothing about black folks. He want to be able to just rub shoulders with the elites. They rub his head and tell him he a good old he a good old boy. He doing a good job. They rub his head and kiss it, and they tell him, you know, keep doing the great work, and he good with that. He good with that. So yeah, yeah, man. But hey, y'all, I'm finna get off this thing, man. I appreciate y'all getting on with me so late. Mean a lot to me that y'all's rocking with me like this, man. I'm gonna get on here tomorrow, man. But I appreciate y'all, man, coming in here and rocking with me like this, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.